When people are speaking, this fear of rejection comes up a lot, and you can only get rejected if you reject yourself. Okay, that's why this is so important to come from a really strong frame, focusing that you are here on the journey getting better every single day. When you focus on that, and instead of trying to win everybody over, just be true to attract your ideal clients and those who resonate with you because you deserve it. That, my friends, is when the fear of rejection goes out the window and you step into your power. The fear of rejection. Now, this is one of the most common fears that come up that hold people back from speaking in public. And there's a very simple way to flip it upside down where you can get past that fear of rejection completely and step into your confidence. And that's what I'll be sharing with you. You know, what often happens, people get up and they're getting in front of an audience and they're looking around and they're going, oh my God, like I want to be loved by everyone. I don't want to be rejected. They're coming from this deep place of fear. And so what happens is they're getting up, they're speaking to this audience, and they're on edge. They're never really grounded in their body. And you can see this, they're maybe touching, like they're rubbing their hands, they're kind of rubbing their face, or even with their body, they don't look solid. And so what happens is they're getting up, they're speaking, and the audience picks up on this. So they're nervous, they're fearing rejection, and then what's happening is they're losing their confidence because they're reacting to the audience. Okay, so they're reacting. What often happens is they come up, and they want to be loved by everyone, and they want to win the entire audience over. And I remember when I was starting out speaking, this is one of the top fears that came up, was this fear of rejection, because it is so deep inside of us. We want to be liked, but then when you're speaking, it's counterproductive. So what happens is, get up, you're looking around the audience, and as humans, we're highly perceived to slights and distractions and signs of disconnection. So you're giving a talk and someone's on their phone or they're talking to their neighbor and you just shut down. You think, oh my God, I'm boring, I'm not good enough, they're hating me, and it can just sap your confidence. But the other part too is combine it with the people-pleasing aspect and the wanting to be liked by everyone. You're gonna gravitate towards them to try to win them over, and that's gonna be a losing proposition, plus you're gonna be ruining connection with the people who are engaged with you. Now, what we need to do is flip this upside down, because instead of trying to win the entire audience over, which, by the way, is impossible, okay, it's impossible. Whoever is someone who's your top role model, think of a big name, you know, Gandhi, Oprah, Mother Teresa, whatever, someone that you really look up to. Go online and look up hate comments about them. Everybody, there's going to be people talking all types of crap about, you know, Oprah, about Gandhi, about Mother Teresa, about any big figure that's out there. They're going to have people that love them, and there's always going to be some people that hate them. And so it's no different for you. So the first part is to understand that you cannot try to win everyone over, but it's about coming from a place that you are here to work with and attract your ideal clients. And so what comes up with that is speak only to that. Try to polarize. So when you're walking in, instead 100% winning every client over or everyone in the room is not going to happen. So instead, flip it upside down, and it's a mindset shift where you come from the place that I'm here to only attract my ideal clients, only the people that love me, that resonate with me. When you do that, what happens is you lose a lot of that fear of rejection and you start stepping into your confidence because you're not trying to people please and win everyone over and go on this impossible task that's just going to be rooted in people pleasing and neediness. Now, the second component to this is that you can only be rejected if you reject yourself. So I had a client recently, he gave a great talk, 50 people in the room, went and saw it, and I was all excited. And then after, the next day, I followed up and I go, how do you feel? And he was just really deflated. And he was like, oh, I don't know, like I made all these mistakes and this, that, beating himself up. And I go, why? He's like, well, after the talk, a couple people came up to me and they asked me if I was a bit nervous. And I was, and I go, what happened? He was like, well, I felt like I wasn't good enough and I didn't perform well and I embarrassed myself. I'm like, what? Because 2 people out of 50 came up to you and said, you looked a bit nervous. Speak in public. This is one of your first talks. You're in front of all these people, 50 people in this room. You're speaking from your heart, sharing something that's exciting. You don't have much practice in it. 2 people come up and say that you looked a bit nervous, doing something that 90% of the population would be very nervous doing. So looking at this, it's that he's rejecting himself. And so how we flip this upside down is go through and ask yourself, what is it that you did well? What wins did you have? And then what refinements can you make next time? But the only way that you can reject it is if you reject yourself. And the more that you focus on that self-love and congratulate yourself on the action, right? Celebrate the action, not the result. That's going to increase to that internal confidence, and that's going to just completely destroy this fear of rejection. When you're coming from a frame that you're getting better every single time, you're celebrating the actions, not the results, and you're not here to win the entire audience over, you're here only to attract your ideal clients. When you do that, that's going to allow you to be the most confident self, to share a message that inspires, and look back and achieve your dream potential as you go in this life to become your best version of yourself. All right, so thank you for watching this video. If you want more of these videos, click here, watch this one, or click here and watch this one. And if you want to get first access to the videos that are coming up, click subscribe, because that's the way that you'll be getting notified as soon as the latest videos drop to help you become the most confident speaker you can be.